Hello, Gemini. I am your decision guide. Welcome to the Aligned Astro Tarot Network. I am here to help read your energies for the month of February 2019 already. Oh my goodness. Ugh, this is already coming out here crazy. Cards just jumping out, Gemini. You know, you just can't seem to wait for me to finish shuffling. Like, there's an anxious, like, get the show on the road feeling that I have just shuffling our cards here. The first cards that jumped out that you're in presently are the, let's see, you got the Two of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Wow. Gemini, are you in love? Are we in love? I think we're in love, right? We're in love. Okay. All right. Okay. We're in love. Gemini's in love. Gemini's in love. What's gonna happen? Uh-oh. Okay. All right, Gemini. So it looks like in the past, with the Moon card, that you entered into some unknown territory that you'd never been before. Some things caught you off guard. You were forced to go inward. You were forced to do some work on your inner self. You were forced to deal with some dark energy, not bad energy, but dark energy, meaning that you were in the dark about something, and being in the dark about something is good. Why is that good? Because that means that you're going to be forced to use your intuition and not your brain. You are, to me, this card represents your second gut. A lot of times people say it represents secrets and the unknown, but what it's asking, in my opinion, is for you to go deeper. Okay? So where you're usually used to using your sword energy, you got drug in the water, right? You see that crab in the water? Yeah, you got drug in the water. You got drug out at night in the dark. You were in unknown territory. You thought something was one thing and it turned out to be something else, and you had to go inward on that, and you had to consult with your subconscious. Come out of the conscious mind, go deep into your subconscious, which lets me know that you have mastered some spiritual powers that you didn't have previously, which is a good thing. And you graduated into a so sorry. You graduated, right? Into your subconscious power. You mastered it basically on this level, right? You're going to go to the next level. I always look at this card as like you were going through a cycle, you were going through something. The world card, you went around the world, you were shown some things that you'd never seen before, you traveled, astral travel, spiritually travel, however you traveled mentally, spiritually, physically, and you came back around. So you got thrown into this in the past, and then you went into the cycle of this and you mastered it. You learned your intuitional power. You learned how to master the darkness. You learned how to see without any light, which is very, very important. So therefore, things were revealed to you in a way that would not have been able to come to you had you been thinking with your brain, right? You went from just mental thinking into a spiritual, like metaphysical thinking. Like you couldn't see with your eyes, so you basically just felt your way through the dark, and you found your way out, and you mastered the dark. Gemini, you mastered the dark. I love that. I think that's going to be your title, right? And while you were mastering the dark, look what God was manifesting for you. This is where you are presently, like you're in love. You're in love. The light glitters off of this goal, right? And your goal is love. Your goal is to, like, be in an emotionally fulfilling relationship, right? There's a burden here, though. We need to figure out what that is. Here you're actually entering into a cycle. And you are basically trying to make sure that you are able to balance out your inner self with your outer self with this reading. And the Three of Cups is here. We'll figure out what that's all about. And we're going to see who's rushing in and what they're rushing in for with you. Right? So, I've only got one clarifying card out here. I got so excited with it. Got stuck on it a little bit. So, let's see what the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to clarify that first. Clarify the Judgment card. Clarify Temperance. Temperance is clarified with the Temperance. That's very important. That's very significant. Very significant. Alright. So basically, you know, you are in this cycle. There's some challenges, right? And Temperance is here to help you make the best of a challenging situation, to help you stay balanced, right? We have the Page of Swords here. It came out in the reverse. Could be somebody withholding information if it's coming out in the reverse. Like somebody should be telling you something, but they're not telling you something. And I wonder why they're not telling you. Maybe too soon. I think it may be too soon for them to tell you. It's like they want to tell you something, but they don't want to tell you right now. Hmm. Wow, wow. Got a little, this is different. Okay, I got a good reading on this now. Wow. Just bear with me, Gemini. This is something that's unfolding, okay? Um, all right, I'm getting ready to tell you your story, okay? You ready? Okay. Wow. Very good. We're going to pick from those. All right. Gemini, you were thrown into a very, very unfamiliar territory. You mastered that shit. Like, you got out of it. You came out and you just were like, you know what? I got to dig my heels in and I got to learn what's going on. Somebody was withholding something. They weren't telling you everything, and you were in this situation and you had to go deep into the dark and fight your way out, and you did. You graduated from the dark. You mastered the dark. Now your intuition is like on point. And now, Gemini, just because your intuition is on point, it does not mean that you're not still a very curious person, right? Because Gemini is very curious. So even though your intuition has been sharpened through this and very heightened, it does not mean that you're not going to still get yourself in trouble. Gemini is notorious for knowing that something isn't right and still moving forward, because you just have to see what it is. You just have to see, right? Okay, presently somebody is offering you some major love. They're offering you the knight came in and was like, I want to be with you. They feel like so passionately about you that they can't hardly stand it. Like, they are just so passionate, right? I mean, and it came out again even here with the Ace of Wands, with the Cup of Love, right? So someone is passionate about you, you're passionate about them, right? Because this is how you feel, and this is them coming in, like supporting that. Also, you got the Two of Cups here. There's two people here. So it's two people in this reading. I'm going to now read exactly the way that it is. And this is your King of Pentacles, man. This person, whoever this is, wants to marry you. Literally, they want to marry you. And you want to marry them. This is the Husband card. And it's also like the culmination of lessons learned, wisdom, maturity, right? Responsibility. That person wants to take responsibility for the relationship, you, something, right? Presently, somebody is coming out of the cold or coming out of relationship with someone that they have been in a loveless relationship with. Like they've been doing time with someone. This is the Judgment card. You or the person that you're dealing with, Gemini, is in a cycle and going through coming out of a relationship with someone. Like here, they were stuck in a relationship with someone that they were like going through thick and thin, you know, in, something with. And then in the reverse, they're coming out of it. Here's the Judgment card where you or that person is going over some things in the past and actually in a cycle right now, right? You're requiring a lot of temperance through this because you're in this with this person. Either this person is with someone and they're offering you love at the same time. Because Gemini, I don't get that this is you. I think this is whoever this is in this card with you, since there's two people in this reading. And they're not telling you everything. But because you've already mastered the dark, you are okay with not knowing everything because you already know everything. That's what this means. Is that before you were in the dark, you didn't really know what was going on. You didn't know how to navigate, but you learned real quickly and you mastered the dark. This person kind of is not telling you some things, and you are using all of your temperance, all of your balance, all of your tools, all of your everything that you can actually, that you've culminated over the period of learning to get through that, right? Because there's been some juggling going on and it's causing a burden within this thing that you all have. You got a lot of love here, but there's a burden here in the future that's built up with this love as well. And this looks like a third party situation, but this is you. You seem like you're okay, like you're dealing with, you're working your job. You're not even looking at it, right? You're looking over here, minding your business, doing what you need to do. But I'm thinking that whomever you're with, Gemini, looks like they are coming out of this. Like they were with somebody in a broken relationship and you've been the one that they really want to be with, but there's some stress here, and it might be due to like a third party, literally. And the reason why I say that is because we have this person rushing in now with the Emperor in the reverse, which represents a divorce. This represents somebody married. This represents somebody that's not married any longer because they're done with this third party energy. And it looks like they're rushing in, Gemini, to like be with you. If you're single or if they're single, one of you is divorcing, is becoming unmarried. One of you is single, one of you is married and becoming unmarried. This is a single card, this is a married card. This is the third, Three's a crowd card with the Three of Cups, third party, whatever you want to call it. And this is somebody becoming unmarried and rushing in, right? And they're rushing in with this cup of love. You know, wish fulfillment all day long, right? Let's see. Let me see. What that say? What am I mean, we can't even, this person, like, this situation involves marriage, okay? I just said that, right? Now this person, that could mean the person is married, getting out of a marriage, or it says wedding. They want to come to you and marry you. But there is a marriage that's ending here. You deserve love. Let go of control issues. I mean, these cards are like passion. Wow. This person or y'all feel like lots and lots of passion for each other. You know, finances and career. This could either be somebody that you work with, or it could be somebody that has something to do with your finances or your career on some level. I do see Nine of Pentacles here, where I remember when I said you're like focusing on something else, even though there's a third party. You're not being distracted by that. You're like single and thinking about what it is that you want to do, but you have love in your life. You have passion in your life. You know, you have lots of love and passion coming at you, but it looks like your partner is tied up and trying to get out of something that they're no longer like feeling or want to be a part of, right? It says retreat here. So basically, if I look at that card, it's time to disconnect from the world. Remember when we were looking at the fact that there was some stress here? There are some things that this person is not ready to tell you yet. You know, just back off a little bit, Gemini, because ultimately you're going to be giving this relationship a chance, but you definitely don't want to smother, and it's going to be hard not to, because there's so much passion here. That person is getting, whoever that is was a husband and is like not going to be a husband in the outcome. And it looks like they're going to rush in and they want to marry you, Gemini. Right now, shine, right? It's time for you to let your light shine, Gemini. So, I read everybody else's. Looks like I'm going to have to read yours. Shine, for you not only light your path, but the path of others around you. If you have selected this card, Spirit encourages you to shine your extraordinary radiant light. You have traveled a long road full of experiences that consisted of reservations and uncertainty of self. Now you find yourself inspired, motivated, and ignited with a sense of purpose and passion. All this passion in here. It says limitations of the mind that once kept you bound. Limitations, not really being able to see what's going on in the dark. Right? Limitations of the mind that once kept you bound have been released. You are now ready to take the next step, which is the graduation card here. It is time, dear one, to follow your heart's true calling and sing your unique song. Spirit thanks you for having the courage to step away. thanks you for having the courage to step away from the crowd despite the caution of the mind. The more you build your creative passion, the brighter your light will shine. Not only will your surroundings transform to reflect your increasing vibration, but many around you will be inspired by your achievements and personal growth. Just by following your heart, Gemini, and doing what you love best, you will assist humanity in raising its planetary light. Some may become envious of your accomplishments and success, but don't feel obligated to turn your lights low to appease the discontent in them. Keep shining, for soon they too will be inspired by your luminous glow. A strong current and it is propelling you forward in a positive direction, steering by the heart. A path that is driven by the heart is a soul that is limitless and fruitful. Have fun during this wonderful time and express your beautiful soul for the world to see you. You deserve it, Gemini. Great Spirit, I thank you for the clarity, insight, and direction I have in my life. I am grateful for this wonderful opportunity to share my unique light with the world. So not only do you have love coming in, Gemini, but you also have a light that you need to share with the world, right? You also have just so much passion here. This reading was a very, very good reading. Whoever it is that you are with, they still have a lot of unfinished business to take care of, but it is very obvious that this person is coming back for you. So while I wait, Gemini, if I were you, I would take advice. I would shine. If I were you, Gemini, I would find a way to share your gifts with the people who need them while you're waiting on love, right? Do some things that you've always wanted to do. Don't just sit back and wait on the love of your life to come around. Let them work out what they need to work out, and you continue doing what you need to do for you. Because as you do that, your lover is going to grow even more fondly in love with you. They're going to watch you get brighter and brighter and brighter. It's going to be more sexy for you to keep living your life and doing what you're doing rather than trying to wait for your lover to come out of a third party situation, right? You already know they're going to choose you. You already know that whether they choose you or not, that the universe has love waiting for you. So, I hope this reading was enlightening for you. And if it did not resonate with you, please check your moon, rising, Venus, Mercury, right? And I'll see you next time. Bye, Gemini.